most trusted and highest rated in the metro. Pakk! Colegio San Juan de Letran Institute of Communication and Pakk Production brings you Newscoop!
This is Salaver for Pakk Productions, reporting live.
Pakk! Newscoop!
Join me today as we count down the most talked about events here in the country and around the globe.
Newscoop!
For our latest scoops.
Up to the minute scoops.
President Noynoy orders his second executive order. Senator Escudero wants branding of projects banned.
Newscoop!
Hacienda Luisita Incorporated finds resolutions. New modus operandi for Wangwang users.
Round the globe news.
China experiences severe mudslides. Singapore to host first Youth Olympic Games.
Sports Box.
NCAA 86 Beach Volleyball finally opens.
Showbiz Hot Scoop.
Pogi Regine wedding set this year.
Newscoop. Up to the minute scoops.
For our up-to-the-minute scoops, President Benigno Aquino III ordered to invalidate the midnight appointments of the previous administration. In the executive order, Mr. President withdrew and revoked appointments issued by the previous administration. This is in violation of the constitutional ban on midnight appointments. The EO was signed last July 30. It demands conditions account for former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo's midnight appointments made on or after March 11, 2010. The EO also cited Article 7, Section 15 of the Constitution.
Article 7, Section 15 states 2 months before the next elections and up to the end of his term, a president shall not make appointments, except temporary appointments to executive positions when continued vacancies therein will prejudice public service or endanger public safety. Newscoop! Up to the minute scoops!
Senator Francis Escudero wants to prohibit public officials from naming government projects after them. Escudero wants Malacanang to issue an executive order regarding this. The senator stated this after President Benigno Aquino III said he completely supports Senate Bill number 2187. The said bill seeks to criminalize the practice of naming government projects after public officials and persons associated with them. Escudero said this falsely gives an overstated sense of accomplishment to public officials. Violators shall be punished with 1 year imprisonment and fined 100,000 to 1 million pesos under Escudero's proposal.
Senator Cheese Escudero heads the Senate Committees on Justice and Human Rights, Constitutional Amendments, Provision of Code and Laws and Banks, Financial Institutions and Currencies. Newscoop! Up to the minute scoops!
Farmers and owners of Hacienda Luisita have finally signed an agreement. The agreement will allow the farmers to own a patch of estate or continue as stockholders of the sugar firm. Both camps have agreed to put an end to their 21-year-old dispute. The farmers were given 2 options: to own a parcel of land as compliance with Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program or to choose the stock distribution option as agreed upon a Memorandum of Agreement in 1989. Hacienda Luisita Incorporated or HLI spokesperson Attorney Tony Ligon explained the agreement.
Nakapaloob doon na nagkakasundo na kung ano man ang magiging desisyon ng hukuman igagalang at higit sa lahat kung sino man ang mga tao naman na gustong mamili o magkaroon ng lupa pagbibigyan ng lupa.
And those were the words of HLI spokesperson Attorney Ligon.
Hacienda Luisita is a plantation estate within the 1st and 2nd District of Tarlac, owned by the Coanco family. Newscoop! Up to the minute scoops!
President Aquino vowed to go after those who abuse power and set an example by not using wangwang. Stubborn government officials have found a way to run around the no wangwang policy. They have been using escort vehicles to block off other cars as they pass along the heavily congested roads. The new modus operandi seems to be employing traffic sweepers or escort vehicles whose task is to clear a path through traffic by blocking other vehicles.
Modus operandi is a Latin phrase approximately translatable as mode of operation. It is used in police work to describe a criminal's characteristic patterns and style of work. Pakk! Newscoop! Pakk! Newscoop! Pakk! Newscoop! Newscoop! Round the globe news.
Years of sporting tradition take a youthful twist this year. Singapore will be hosting the debut of the Youth Olympic Games, or YOG, this coming August 14. The Singapore 2010 YOG seeks to connect youth around the world to the Olympic movement by inspiring them to embrace, embody, and express the Olympic values of excellence, friendship, and respect.
Did you know that YOG also has mascots? Namely, they are Leo, representing the flame of passion, and Merli, representing environmentalism. Both are symbols of Singapore's representation as the Lion City. Pakk! Newscoop! Pakk! Newscoop! Pakk! Newscoop! Sports Box!
For our sports bites, the 86th NCAA Beach Volleyball Tournament opens at the LaSalle Green Hills Sand Courts. San Sebastian College will be the host of this year's beach volleyball tournament. Perpetual Health's Keisha De Luna and her partner, April Ann Sartin, attempts to defend their women's crown. On the other hand, Latran's Erickson Ramos and newcomer Rudy Gatdula are hoping to extend the night's reign in the men's side.
Beach volleyball is the third sport after basketball and chess to open the season. The De Luna-Sartin tandem defeated a Yumang Quemada of St. Benil's side to power the Las Piñas Bay School to its first title since beach volleyball was introduced in 2002. Showbiz Hot Scoop!
And now for our Showbiz Hot Scoop. Singer, actor, songwriter Ogie Alcacid and Asia songbird Regine Velasquez announced their wedding plans at Party Pilipinas. The longtime sweethearts plan to have their wedding on the 22nd of December, either beach wedding or a garden wedding. Ogie Alcacid said his annulment with ex-wife Michelle Van Imeran has been granted.
In their announcement, Ogie Alcacid sang Walang Iba, which was an original composition, and Regine Velasquez sang Flaws and All, a song by R&B diva Beyonce Knowles.
This just came in. Heavily armed pirates massacred 5 fishermen at the high seas east of Zamboanga City. The police reported a teenage boy survived the bloody attack. The survivor said the 5 fishermen were venturing on board MV Queensa at the east coast of Zamboanga when 4 heavily armed men attacked and hacked them to death.
Newscoop!
And here's the recap of the news. President Noynoy orders his second executive order. Senator Escudero wants branding of projects banned. Hacienda Luisita Incorporated finds resolutions. New modus operandi for Wangwang users. China experiences severe mudslides. Singapore to host first Youth Olympic Games. NCAA 86 Beach Volleyball finally opens. Ogie Regine wedding set this year. Heavily armed pirates massacred 5 fishermen. And those were the latest scoops in the land.
Newscoop!
You've just heard the most eventful issues to strike here in the country and around the globe. From the most trusted instant news source,
Pakk!
once again, this has been Dana Salaver for
Newscoop! Newscoop! Bringing you what's in and what's new. Pakk! Brought to you by the undisputed, undefeated Pakk Production and Colegio de San Juan de Letran Institute of Communications. Newscoop!